Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about what not to do when you're starting a YouTube channel. Some of the mistakes we made are kind of comical. We're going to go through them all with you, and we still got a good channel out of the deal. So stay tuned, and we're going to have a lot of fun with this.
So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content.
Now, you can use any video you want for your first one like we did. But what you really should do with your first video is introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, what the channel is going to be about, and from there you'll start pulling them in and getting more and more subscribers. So just use any video you have for your first video, right? So here's our first video. It was only 10 seconds long and we just threw it up on the channel. Now we could have had a lot of fun with it. We could have put in some slow motion, we could have put in some fast motion, we could have changed the orientation, but we didn't. We just took the video we had shot on our cell phone and we threw it up on the channel. We had a customer's airplane we were working on and he wanted to see what his new strobe looked like, and we needed a video, so we just threw it up on the channel and there it went. And it sat on the channel like that for 2 months before the second video came out. So again, you can throw any video you want out there, but you're better off if you come up and have some sort of advertisement to go with them. Let them know who you are because it's your first statement into the community. You know, even something rudimentary like this, the very beginnings of an entrance and an exit along with the video can make a lot for having your videos accepted and picking up subscribers. So then, just use any video you want for your first video. Now, there are a lot of rules when you have a YouTube channel, what you can and you cannot do. One of the things that is approved is when you put a video up on the channel, you as the creator are allowed to like it. I created, I don't know, 1,200 something videos before I realized that I could like my own videos. And liking your own videos, it increases their chance of being rated. And it means that they're going to get a better recommendation placement on the home and recommendation screens, and you're going to get more people to watch them. So again, like your own videos right out of the box. Don't wait one day when you have to spend 4 days during a snow and ice storm doing nothing but going to every one of your videos and liking them. So again, folks, you can like your own videos. It helps with the rating. So please do it. You can ask for likes for your videos. You can also ask for subscribe, and you can ask for a notification. And you have a clip like this. So here we are asking for a subscribe. Then we throw up the like button, ask them to please like our videos, and then to stay current with our content, we ask them to hit the notify button. So this is just one little clip that you can throw into every video somewhere in the middle to ask for more assistance to help with your ratings. When you've produced a video, the next thing you want to do is you want to have standard intros and exits for your video. So you have a way to bring them into the material, tell them about it, and then when you're finished, have a way to exit. And this serves two purposes. One, it helps to identify your channel, let people know who you are, and it's the beginning on YouTube of your channel brand marketing. And branding will become very important as you move on and start to pull in followers. So again, folks, these are things that you can consider when you're starting a channel, and they will help you out. And as you can see here, we took one of our videos, the alternator door. It wasn't a very long video, but we added a beginning and we added an exit to it. Now, you won't come up with the perfect intro and the perfect exit all at once. It's something that will take some time for it to evolve. And then you'll eventually get to what we have here. We have like our standard intro for Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel.
Well, let me apologize for the lighting,
and at the
because
very
a lot of
end
times
of our
I don't
exit,
have time
we
to go
close
turn
and
on
tell
a
you
light
who we
when I
are.
want to film
And then
them
many years ago,
playing
we
with
started
paper on
adding
the
what's called
floor
an
or
Easter
wrestling
egg.
with
It's a
each
little
other. A lot of
treat
times
at
it
the very
happens in the
end of
wee
the
hours of
video.
the night,
If people
and I
stay
just
for
can't
it,
throw enough
they
light
get
on
to
there.
see
So
it. If
please
they
accept
stop
my
when it says
apology
the video's
and
over
enjoy
or it
their
says end,
antics and their
then they're
fun.
going to miss this.
Thank you.
And I like to add one little thing about Easter eggs. We put our first Easter egg in one of our videos, and the first person to find it was James Easterbooks. So there's a name for somebody to find an Easter egg for you. But again, you can do that, come up with your standard entrance and exits and little tidbits that brand your channel for you. Now, you're also allowed to edit your videos. And what this does is a couple of things. It shortens the amount of your video so you don't have dull sections that are boring the video when people watch them are going, why did he leave this in there? What does it have to do to contribute to the whole thing? You also want to worry about monetization concerns. If you have the wrong music playing in the background and it's copyright material, it's going to require that your your videos not be monetized because you have copyright material in them. And then the other thing you want to worry about is transitions. And this is how you go from having one scene to another. Every editor will have different amount. Pick ones that you like and use them consistently. And that's what you can do for editing your videos. So one of the best ways to show what not to do is to show an example of you doing it. And here I am in one of my second video. We had no entrance. We just had blue screen. We jumped right into it. And at the very end of it, we just had video and then boom, blue screen. And that was the end of our video. No entrance, no exit. So yes, it will work. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it's not what you want. So get a good entrance and a good exit. And that way, when you edit your videos, you're adding to your branding and you're building your support base. And that's going to be very important down the road when you start a channel. The other thing that you can do is you can use titles. And here we are showing an example using throwing titles up on a screen. You can use your titles to have a standard style. So you know when your titles are going to come, what they're going to look like, what they're going to say. And with that, you can ask for contacts, you can ask for donations, and you can also put your copyright information out there on your channel so that people won't be tempted to go ahead and grab it and make other videos out of your videos. Now, we tried a lot of different things before we found our standard format here. As you can see, the Grumman bird flying among Grumman pilots in a Luma setting, and it lets people see exactly what's going on with your channel and what it's going to be. So that's our standard entrance that we finally arrived at, and it will happen. You're not just building a channel, you're actually building a community, and you're going to have people who are going to make comments on YouTube about your videos, and it's important that you, as the creator of those videos, answer those questions. And it does several things for you. It does community engagement for you. It also allows you to address the spam and the porn that people will make comments and say, oh, see this URL, and it'll be just a spam or a porn site. And it's up to you to initially remove those until YouTube figures out that you don't want stuff like that, and it will assist you greatly in reducing them. So those are things you want to watch out for in your comment, and you will get them. And then when you get your comments, occasionally they will hold them off a review, and then they're waiting on you to come along and go make an answer for them. So again, it's all part of your community engagement. It's something that you want to do because it's going to pull people into your channel. It's going to get you more viewers. It's going to build a stronger base for you. Highly recommended. Thank you. You also want to worry about your audio. And within YouTube, you have a lot of, within your editor, you have a lot of filters and stabilizations you can do for audio. Bring up the control panel and do that. Audio, you can filter, and your best bet is to probably use an external microphone because the microphones in a lot of the action cameras, the GoPros and stuff today, they're good microphones if they don't have anything competing with them. But again, you want your best audio. There's nothing worse than having a really good video that people want to see, and when they get to it, the audio's like this. You can barely hear it. You have to turn the volume so bad. So you want to make sure you have some audio control. And not only do you want to make and set the level, but you want to make sure that as you go from clip to clip in your video, that all the levels say the same. So one's not really low and one's not too high. So you want to have consistency in your audio. Now, the other thing we want to cover is use good lighting. You want to have multiple light sources. You want to have your subject fully illuminated for the video. You don't want to have really dark video that's hard to see, and you want to have video that's nice and crisp. So again, use multiple surfaces. Stay out of shadows. Shadows can cause a lot of problems for you. And then, again, you have some ways that you can control your lighting. You can use color wheels to bring the levels up or down, and you have the light bars to let you see what you're going on. So again, you want to control your lighting. It's another issue to help you make a better video. Here's an example of a dark video. If you're going to be shooting something that's going to be dark like this, when you're doing it and you're having the video displayed, be sure to let your audience know that apologize for having the bad lighting, and you can tell them why. And in this particular case, sometimes the cats start doing crazy antics in the wee hours. I'm working on the machine. There's not a lot of light in the room, and I don't have time to go across the room and turn the light switch on, grab out a camera, and video them with proper lighting. It just doesn't happen sometimes. Now you want to control motion when you're holding a camera. You want to make sure you don't have any fast moves that the camera can't keep up with. It's going to cause some dizziness and some disorientation for your viewers. So you want to take care of motion control. So no fast moves, and you want to make sure that when you do move, you do pan very slowly from target to target in the screen, as well as when you zoom in and out, you do it very slowly. And then you also have the option within your editors that there are ways that you can go in and you can add stabilization, looking for dominant motion, other things that you can do to make better video from your initial raw footage that you shot coming off the camera. Next on our list is scripting. You want to plan out the video. You're going to write down what you want. Now, you can do it a number of different ways. You can initially start out with notes on a piece of paper, but then you're going to add to it. You want to find out what information do you additionally need to cover to support the video. How long is the video going to be? Where are the ads going to be placed when it's shown on YouTube? Plan your cover photo, and what this does is it gives them a hint of what the subject is going to be, plus it tends to draw them in. What you want to avoid is you don't want to have any clickbait photos. That is a photo that's used mainly just to get you to click on the video and watch it, and then that initial scene you saw in the cover photo never shows up in the video. And it's usually things like women's anatomy or something being shown. It just wants you to click on it. You're not interested in the content, you're just following the content. Now, photos of this style called clickbait, they're prevalent all over YouTube, and here they are on the main ratings page. So again, it's something you want to avoid, because once people learn that that's your methodology to get them come in, they're not going to be watching your channel anymore. You want to release your videos on a regular schedule so people kind of know to look for your video every day, every other day, once or twice a week. You kind of decide what your schedule is going to be. What you don't want to do is make a bunch of mistakes like we made. We produced our first video, and then for 2 months we didn't have another video. We didn't put anything else out at all. Matter of fact, once we did start producing videos, we had a month, February of 2017, where we produced 109 videos that month, and our record for any one-day production was 27 videos in one day. And we released them all that day. So you had 27 notices of a new video coming out on your channel, and people didn't have time to watch them all. So you want to release on a regular schedule so people know they're coming and they get full viewership. Another way you can drive engagement is you can use the live streaming feature of YouTube. This is where your camera's on live and what you're recording is going out live to the world, and it can also be recorded. So live streaming is something you're not going to do initially, but it's something you want to move towards. It does help add to it, and we do have several of our live streaming events that do show up on our channel, so you can go back and you look at them from time to time. So again, it's another way for community engagement. It's a big plus on YouTube. Plan on using it. You'll have a lot of fun with it. Also, on your channel, you'll have a bunch of community posts that people are going to make. They're going to watch your video, and they're going to feel they have to say something about it. So one, it's your way to engage them. Even people who have negative things to say about your video, it's still considered, content engagement, and it's good. It means that people are watching it. It also gives you a chance to go in the video and correct the information. So if somebody says, oh yeah, I've done that with so-and-so, you can go ahead and correct all of that. So again, it's another form of community engagement, and I encourage you to use it. By the way, don't wait till you have posts have been out there for 3 years before you start answering them. That's what I did. It took me about a week to go through all my unanswered responses, and there are filters for finding them so that you can engage your community. So again, prepare for it and use it. Now, somewhere in your video, you want to have a little short clip, and all it really does is ask for people to subscribe, to like you, and to hit the notify button. And you want to have that, you can drop it into every video so it's nice and consistent and it gets the message out. You don't want to throw it in there several times. You don't want to muddle through it like, oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it'd be really nice if you hit that little like button. It helps with us for blah, 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 whatever the reason is. So again, those are all things that you want to do. Be sure you make a little clip and drop it into every video. You're allowed to do it, and it does help. Now, when you're shooting your video, you want to make sure you stay on topic. You want to cover all the support material. You want to talk about what tools you might be using, and you want to talk about the product from start to end. You don't want to make like 7 videos or 6 or 7 videos when it could have all been put into one complete video. So again, you don't want to have something like, this is the part coming off, then I inspected, then I repaired it, then I painted it, then I put it back together into assembly. Here are the tools I used, and finally video number 7 shows the install. Make one complete video. Your audience will be much happier with you. Now, shooting video and storing video eat up a lot of space, so plan to have room to grow. You don't want to be constantly filling up your laptop or your desktop and then having to store it off. You want to come up with a storage solution right off the bat, and you'll be surprised at how much you actually need. And here we talk about it a little bit in a video.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Style YouTube channel. And today we're going to compare a 2009 iMac 27 to our new 2019 iMac 27 and why we're able to produce videos so much quicker now. So stay tuned. So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. Well, this is our 2009 iMac 27, and it's our video workhorse for the Grumman Pilots Association and our YouTube channel. We do a lot of work on that machine. Now let's take a look at what's inside of it. Now this is pretty much a garden variety 2009 iMac. It has a 1067 megahertz memory. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive. It came with 4 gig of main memory, and we upgraded it to 8 gig of main memory. And it has a 3.06 core, and it has 2 cores. So it was a good standard vanilla Macintosh that we have just pushed to its limit, and now we're looking to move to the new machine. Now let's meet the new Mac on the street, and this is a 2019 6-core iMac. Now here's our 2019 iMac. It's a 3.76 megahertz 6-core, 128 gig of main memory. That's all we can stuff in it. It has a 1 terabyte solid state hard drive, so it's very quick, and the memory is a 2067. So it's a much better improvement and a lot faster than our old machine. And now we're going to take a look at, the old thick machine that we have versus a new thin machine we have, and then we're going to look at a benchmark against color correcting, color grading, noise handling in the Final Cut Pro editor, and then we'll do it all right to disk, and we'll compare 2 different sets of files. Now on both of the iMacs we're running the same operating system. They both are about 200 gig filled of their 1 terabyte, so about 20% disk drive usage. We're using the editor for color correcting, color grading, noise removal, and also to write it all to disk. So our first file back in the day that we did, now in both of these files we did stabilization, color correction, color grading, and writing it out to disk. Now in the hour and 5-minute video we did on the 2009 machine, it took 36 hours and 34 minutes to complete all of that. Now on the new machine, a bigger file, 105 minutes, only took 16 minutes. Basically, it's 218 times faster, and that is how just a few days ago I was able to put 30 substantial 25-minute videos out in one day. 30 videos in a day. Not bad for an old iMac. But anyway, we hope you found all this useful and informative. File it away somewhere if you've got an older machine. Thanks for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick an editor. Now you may have to buy an editor. We actually bought Final Cut Pro X, but you can use iMovie, you can use some of the movie makers that are on the PCs. Again, pick an editor you like, and then you'll find that when you really get comfortable with it, you're probably only using 5 to 10% of its total capability. But again, just pick an editor, learn its capabilities, and it'll add consistency to your channel, and you'll make better video products. And go ahead and customize your home page for your channel on YouTube. And in that, you can set your initial message. You can also set what preferences you like of how you want people to respond, contact information, what it's supposed to do with spam and porn. And then you want to create a video so that when people come to your channel, it's the first time they come there, this is what they'll see. Here's our example. And let me say that on our first video that this was a donation to the channel by Shop Monkey. Matt Wing and his daughter
produced this video as part of something she was doing for school, and Matt turned it over to me, and we took the raw footage and we edited it down, and we came up with our standard video, and we're going to play it for you now. It's basically called Cheetah Flight. It's a great advertisement for our channel. You've probably seen it, so sit down and enjoy this one now while we finish it up.
Another tool at your disposal is in YouTube. You have playlists, and what these playlists are is put all the videos of a like thing together, like all your cat videos, all your dog videos. And on Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel, we actually have 34 playlists, and each playlist covers a different subject. And here you are. You can look at firewall forward, hanger flying, useful products, hot off the press, fun. You can have whatever you want for titles, and they don't have to be immutable. They can come back and be changed later. You can add playlists to it. You can take playlists away. You can put videos in and out of playlists. It's up to you to organize your playlist. And the whole purpose that playlists serve is it helps you organize your videos so your viewers can find your content that much easier. So again, don't wait till like I did till you have like 800, 900 videos out there and you have to figure out how you're going to organize them. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what we've talked about today, as Garner likes to say. Anyway, we went ahead and we produced all our videos. And you know, you're not going to have everything right off the bat ready to go. But you're going to take your scripting and you're going to use it and you're going to help produce a better product. It doesn't start out all at once. But let's go over some of the things. We talked about having your first video, liking your videos, entrance and exits, editing. We finally work our way around to audio and lighting. Now again, these are being presented to you. They're in no particular order, so one's not important than another. What's comical about all of this is that we made all these mistakes and we still wound up with a channel on YouTube. We didn't start out to make a channel. What Ken and I originally did, and you've probably heard this story before, we were producing these videos to put them on YouTube so that Ken and I could have more shop time, that we get to work on airplanes instead of talking on the phone telling people how to do a job. This way, when someone called up and said, oh, I need to know about replacing a canopy window, we can say, oh, there's a video on YouTube. It shows how to take it out, how to dress it, and how to put it back in. Think you'll find it useful. That generated more time for Ken and I to work on airplanes and not be on the phone. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may not want to start a channel. You may find out one day that you have one. We hope you found all this useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. Oh, and by the way, if you're making videos, have fun with it. Let a little bit of your personality come through into your videos. Well, let me apologize for the lighting, because a lot of times I don't have time to go turn on a light when I want to film them playing with paper on the floor or wrestling with each other. A lot of times it happens in the wee hours of the night, and I just can't throw enough light on there. So please accept my apology and enjoy their antics and their fun. Thank you.